Yes, 348 Tennessee. Yeah, we got a copy on you. Yeah, we're talking on a Cobra 142. How's it making it?
Oh, it's crystal clear. It sounds real good over here, man. I'd take the knobs off of it so you didn't tempted to monkey with it anymore.
Hey guys, it's Bruce over here at Beco Radios. Hey, we're gonna go over the as found condition on this Robyn. I'm telling you though, this one does look pretty nice. What do you think? You know, I watch eBay a lot. I buy all my radios on there, right? And yeah, we see those radios in boxes, and most of the time I stay away from them because, you know, sure it has a box, the guy kept the box, it's always cool, but you still don't know if it's got 1,000 hours or 10 hours, you know? So you're hoping that it only has 10 hours, but, you know, that box really doesn't guarantee you that, okay? Hey, but this time I'm kind of, you know, eating some crow here because this guy really did look like, you know, like a lot of these radios, they were bought by people that weren't really into CB. The fad didn't last that long. They put them back in their box and stuck them in a closet for 40 years, and then next generation comes along and finds them up in the closet and says, hey, let's make some money on eBay and sell it. So that's what you get. Yeah, is it a diamond in the rough, or is it just a turd? That's what I say. Okay, you know, I try to make these videos kind of, you know, I try to talk kind of simple, and, you know, I'm not a big fast talker anyway, right? But I hope you guys know I really am a perfectionist down to the nitty-gritty. I just don't like to brag about it, but hopefully the work kind of shows it off. I just recently retired, right? Before I retired, I was what they call a metrologist, where I worked in a calibration lab that we worked on equipment that went like 10 zeros. We cared about the last 2 digits, right? Whether it was a 2 or a 4. So, yeah, so that's in my background, okay? Hey, so we're gonna see what happens here. Get on with the show and enough of the Bruce talking, right? Okay, let's see what we got. We're gonna do the test we did the other day, but I watched that video and I see I kind of made a mistake on the as found condition. I tested it on AM for RX sensitivity. Yeah, and it didn't do that great, and it wouldn't have done that great in sideband, but sideband is way more sensitive than AM, probably about 4 dB. You know, everybody talks about this antenna, that antenna, this. The reason we use sideband is because really the noise floor is 4 dB lower, your ears are better, your power is more efficient, you don't waste power on a carrier. Sideband's the way to go. It's just got to be in tune. Alright, here we go. Bruce is talking again. Gotta stop that. Here we go. Got my SIGGEN ready. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We've got some stuff over here. Let's go. Remember last time? I think this is going to work a lot better. That last one was so dirty. I couldn't even get some audio until it was like halfway. Alright, here we go. Hey, that sounds pretty good. A little bit of scratchy. But it's there. Okay. Let's see here. That sounds like sideband. Let's go to AM. Okay, that's good. Let's push this guy in. Okay, so that's 100 microvolts. And I do, let's see here, where's the RF gain? There we go. Let's see, that pot is dirty on the RF gain, so it's making the signal jump all over. Alright, we'll get that up there good, alright. Squelch all the way down, alright. Clarifier. Well, look at that. Goes way up over here. That's not a good indicator, but we'll put that right in the center. Okay, here we go. Sensitivity test number 1. Go to sideband, right? Come on. Alright. Get the offset in tune. Something that's not too annoying, right? Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so that's 100 microvolts. And the meter is responding, but it looks a little low to me, but we're going to listen to it. Yeah, here we go. So, right off the bat, I'm sure you guys have all seen this channel display, right? I don't really know what channel that is, but yeah. Okay. And I see this a lot in these old radios. That is probably fixable, but it's going to take a little bit of work. It's just corrosion and dirt. Again, 40, 45 years. This radio is actually almost 50 years old. Alright, let's get on to this. Okay, that took a pretty good hit there. Turn the volume up there, come on. There we go. Alright. So there's 1 microvolt. Okay, I still hear 1 microvolt, so that's good. You still hear it. But we should get down to about 0.01. So let's see what we can do here. That's 0.5. I still barely hear it, but you see sideband does pull signals out of the mud. So that's why, you know, you talk about all these antennas and stuff like I was saying, dB gain that, dB gain this. Really, that's when you're listening in the mud. You know, if you're trying to pick somebody out of there. If you got somebody close, you know, coat hanger almost works the same. Alright, let's go a little bit more. There's 0.3. There's 0.2. You'd have a hard time hearing that. So the receiver's there. It works, but it's weak, right? Okay. Alright, turn that down now. Alright, let's check the next part. What is that? TX frequency modulation and all that good stuff? Okay. Let's go to AM. Take my test radio. Go to AM. Okay. We got this on? Alright, let's see what happens here. Check, check, check. Audio. Audio. Do you hear that? Audio. Audio. Check, check. Okay, we got some pretty good audio there. What's the meter say? You guys might not be able to see that. Let's see here. Here we go. Check, check. Audio. So I see about 4 watts. And yeah, not a lot of forward swing. This radio is stock, I'm pretty sure. 4 watts is good though for such an old radio. Alright. So the AM didn't sound too bad. Let's go to lower sideband and see what we get here. Switch this guy over here to lower sideband. Okay, get the clarifier straight up. Get some volume in there. Switch this over here. Check, check, check. Audio. Audio. Check, check. Audio. Okay, we're hearing some stuff. Hello. Check, check. Let's see if this clarifier is locked. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, we're turning this all the way. Okay, so as you can hear, it's pretty high frequency. Can you understand this? Check, check, check. Audio. Yeah, sideband's probably a little low. It sounds like it's low. Let's go check out that AM. Okay, as you heard there, the sideband was kind of low there, right? It's pretty hard to understand because really that's the key to this. These clarifiers on a stock radio are locked to the main board through a cheap little 50-cent pot, and they corrode and get dirty, and just like these other pots, and over time these crystals drift out of spec, and you have no way of pulling that TX back up in front because the FCC back then forced the manufacturers to lock the TX clarifier because they thought us CB people were too stupid to figure it out. But really what happens is that lock clarifier just goes further and further and further off frequency until you're like, hey, I'm press the button. And you know, for folks that can do this themselves, hey, that's not a huge hurdle. But yeah, I'm talking about you guys that just don't want to stick your hands in there, right? Okay, so let's go back to the AM here. We're going to check out the AM frequency. Maybe I showed that already, but I didn't catch it. Let's see, here we go. All right. There we go, let's turn this down. So this is 27.2642. Should be 2650. So it's low, right? And we could kind of hear that on the sideband. When sideband's low, it sounds kind of squeaky. You can still hear them when it's on the other side. Sideband will sound kind of like more like Charlie Brown, you know, teachers. Okay, so that's it. The good news here is I saw these meters moving. I don't know if you can see this. Let's grab this guy. Get rid of all that glare, but the original meters lights are working there. That's always a great indicator. Low hours. You saw the shine on the metal. That's another indicator of low hours. And obviously the chrome means somebody took good care of it. So I look forward to putting this on my next test station, tearing this thing apart, getting those capacitors replaced, making sure that RF section is good, and then we're gonna show this guy after that work is done. Yeah, like Be Cool Radios always says, these D858 CB radios, these are the kind.